Good morning. As the guy says, TB42. We'll start at the carriage. We've got 12/16/5 OTR lug tires. We run Sauer motors on Von Ruden drive hubs. We have a series parallel drive system, no electronics downstairs, hydraulically activated, so there's no electronic componentry below the center post or the hydraulic swivel to have to worry about. We have standard pneumatic tires on the machine today. We have foam filled, and we have flotation tires as well as an option. Jumping up to the power plant, this one is a Cummins engine, 65 horse diesel, and that's coupled to a Vickers hydraulic pump, 3,000 psi load sense pressure compensated system. We have an optional Deutz 47 horse engine, and we have a 1.3 GM dual fuel engine as well as an option. We run, for our proportional functions, a Have valve. Swing, lift, and drive non-proportional functions are HPI. 20-gallon hydraulic tank, 16-gallon fuel tank. APU system electrically powered by a 12-volt 1,000 cold cranking amp battery. Produces about 3.3 gallons of flow at 3,000 psi. Run a return filtration system to 3 microns with a spin-on filter. Pardon me. Going up to the boom skin from there, we run a 3-section boom. The first 2 sections are aluminum. The reason for aluminum boom sections are several points. One, weight reduction. We're able to lengthen the boom overall length with our interlink that we'll talk about in a minute. And the biggest feature is with aluminum boom extrusions, you can hold extremely tight, dimensionally correct tolerances. So we have very straight boom skins. We have very good boom skin to wear pad contact. Wear pads are Nylatron, shimmed, bolted in place. Our power track is plastic, covered with the aluminum housing for protection. It has been very reliable for us, really protects the external cabling in the boom. It's retraction cable, dual cable for safety. And in the back of the boom here, you see our interlink. What it does is it shortens the overall length of the boom in this position by 4 feet, and when you're fully elevated, it adds 4 feet. What that does for us is we are able to have an unrestricted load capacity throughout the envelope of the boom. Also, a shorter profile, tighter job sites, tighter areas in which to put this machine. Jumping up to the basket, this is the optional tri-entry basket. Standard is 30 by 60. We do have this will be the basket that you would get if you order the optional basket. Again, ease of entry, glazier package, loading materials, what they're doing more with the booms on the work site. Going to the controls, we have OEM style controls, same control throughout the whole product range. This is a universal controller that we have. It is fully adjustable on both sides of the controller, both outputs. We can custom tune it. One function can be sped up for the customer's wants and needs. We can slow it down. That comes into a lot in the aircraft industries, a lot of glass work. We have a foot enable system that is coupled to a load sense dump valve on the hydraulic circuit. It's enabled when I put my foot on the switch or hit the enable at the ground. That's our safety feature. OEM wobble style joystick for lift and swing. Drive is wobble as well. No thumb steer. On this one, it's wobble stick left and right, forward and reverse. Drive speeds 3 miles an hour and high. Gradability is 25%. Also available in 2-wheel drive configuration. I guess to Guy's lanyard attachment point, we might be somewhere between mid and bottom, so we'll call it a bottom mount. That's standard across the basket range. 110 power to the platform standard. We use a worm gear hydraulic rotator on this particular model. And if see if you can swing it around for me, Mark, and we'll look at the other side. Lower control box, again, very simplistic toggle switch design, easily actuated with gloves on. Pictorials that we talked about in our roundtable this morning, very easy to identify what switch does what. Again, no electronics here. The only electronic management system that I have on the machine would be my engine protection module, located right here. It's a very simple system that measures the tachometer input, temperature, and oil pressure. So very simple system to design, designed to protect the unit. Standard circuit breaker type protection throughout the system, 25 amp, 15 amp downstairs, and upper control box 3 amp protection. Non-proportional functions all bundled into one valve, an HPI valve, rheostat controlled both from the upper basket and the lower basket to give you, if you will, some proportionality or controllability if you want to slow down the non-proportional functions. Polycarbonate fuel tank. Lower control box houses 5 standard Bosch style relays, very, very clean and crisp inside. Very simple machine, as we admitted to this morning. It's been a workhorse for us for many, many years. At that, I'll finish and ask if there's any additional questions. And before the gentleman asks, the weight setting here is 10.5. Tilt alarm is 5-degree omni. It's only activated when I'm extended or above horizontal. It sounds a tone, a dual tone, one in the basket and one below next to the tilt alarm. More of an automotive style horn down here, electronic style, solid tone upstairs. No visual. We do not cut out any functions also. We believe that the operator is the safest part of the machine, so I don't ever want to take controls away from that part of the machine.
So it just warns them that this
it warns you. No cutouts. Our attitude is if you drive it into an unsafe condition, stop, think, drive it back out at attitude, lower it. You can never lose control of your machine.
When do you have high drive cutout?
High drive cutout is brake horizontal and extend approximately 6 inches. Limit switch controlled. Limit switch on the back side and underneath. It's inward, it's covered. You would have to be creative to try to defeat it in both locations. No mechanical latch, dual struts.
You said these are foam filled or pneumatic?
These are pneumatic. Foam fill's an option. Pneumatic standard. One thing I did fail to mention is this cowling does tilt up with the release of 2 bolts here for access to the radiator. Sometimes you need to clean it, get in there, it will pivot up.
Oh, I see it's got struts too.
Yep.
Okay. Is that a new feature or when did that?
No, it's not. That's been here for a while. Yeah.
I've never seen it. Any questions from anybody else? What do you got?
Great, thank you for your attention.